If Black folks boycotting Asian businesses is what it takes to fast-track Asian folks into deconstructing their internalized white supremacy and anti-Blackness, so be it. Boycott. I didn't apologize to the Black community in my video yesterday so that y'all would magically trust me or forgive Asian people suddenly. I apologized to hold my people accountable, because the Asian community owes an apology, and the Black community deserves to receive an apology. Is it enough? No. But is it one grain of rice in the direction of repair? I believe so. Trust can only be rebuilt through action, so I will continue educating Asian folks in my life, both online and in real life, to deconstruct the internalized white supremacy and anti-Blackness, because Black folks are some of the most soulful, caring people I know, and y'all deserve better.
Look, nobody's here.
Nice.
Yes, I love it.
Really good.
This video is from last weekend when I went to the Asian store. I went to get some century eggs and salted duck egg. They just happened to be right in front of me, and they were like, ew, what is this stuff? It's so gross. And they just happened to go on all these different aisles, same as me, and just going around saying, ew, this is gross looking or whatever. I want to say because they're kids, they should be forgiven. But then I think back when I was their age, I already understood that, hey, don't go and disrespect other people's cultures, other people's food, or at least don't say it out loud in the freaking store where everybody can hear you. I'm not making this video to ask you guys to go after the kids. What I am saying is the people that are being side-eyed, when you raise your kids, you guys need to do better, because this is embarrassing. And if you don't want your kids to get side-eyed in H Mart or in Asian grocery stores, teach them better.
This is a Saturday.
So I was just at Xfinity, and the nail salon is right next door to it. The nail techs are really outside. It's really empty in the salon. I saw the occasional white person going there, but don't nothing ever affect white people. I'm very proud to see that. I only seen it on TikTok, so I'm like, okay, this shit really happening. Like, it's really empty. Like, motherfuckers is really standing on this shit. Yeah, because it didn't make sense for that man to get online talking that shit when your customer base is black people, are black people. So it didn't make sense for him to say, we need them, when in turn, they need us because we're your only customer. Like, it didn't make sense. Whoa. But I'm really glad to see that. Wow. Way to go, everybody.
If you're gonna record me, and I'm gonna say this. I am not racist. I did not call the police because you are black. I will call the police for anybody that this
If you have to say you're not racist.
Of course, you think whatever you want to think.
Who mentioned race? Was it me? It was not. As I'm recording you, you feel the need to come and say, I'm not racist, I'm not racist. Yikes. Yikes.
See her? We have money in there.
Are we done? Is this...
So you're finished now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Now that I'm done, I don't have an issue with leaving, but can I just ask you to do an apology to me for the way you've treated me? It's very rude.
Why?
Because you've treated me very rude and you called the police on me while I was getting my nails taken off.
You're not my parent. You're nothing. I did not said anything bad to you.
But you called the police on me.
I said,
She just did my nails right now. You saw that.
because you asked her to.
Yeah, because I can't leave with the half nails.
We offer you to come back tomorrow.
I have a flight.
I don't have to apologize to anybody that I do not feel so.
Okay. I don't know how she called the police before I was done, but that's fine.
I mean, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, so I've never seen that in my life. Officers basically just kind of asking her why did you allow her to come in, wait how many hours, you started her nails, and then you want to kick her out?
Because we don't want to appear as racist.
Well, just because you call the police and somebody doesn't
Just
mean you're
because
racist.
just because I'm Asian, I did not say anything about her race or her color or anything like that.
Did I say anything about racism though? Why are you mentioning racism? I actually have all this recorded.
Yeah, you can post it.
I will.
Yeah, post it.
Let's go.
If you can leave before me, that would be great.
Okay. I'll walk out there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. I mean, it's unfortunate enough sometimes. It's just like every business. Sometimes you don't get the good customer service, and obviously, yeah, it's an inconvenience for you because you got to catch a flight.
I don't even want. I know I have a credit, but it's like I don't even want to come back here because it's like,
yeah, I mean,
after getting treated like this, somebody calls the police on you. It's like, wow.
Well, I mean, just because the police doesn't mean that you're going to jail or anything.
I know. That's why I'm just like, but it's like I've never been treated that way. No one's ever called the police on me. It just saddens me because it's like we really, as Black women and Black people, we give them so much of our money in their pockets, yet they treat us like shit. If you're a Black woman watching this, I'm sure you have a story to relate. I know you do. But why is it that way? We're paying them our hard-earned money. We're not paying them small pennies, so it's not small pennies because they're not charging us small pennies. They're charging us dumb amounts. It's 2022, and I'm still having to pay $30 for gel. The moral of the story is let's start supporting Black-owned nail artists. And you know what? I would have actually gone to a Black-owned nail tech. I was like, let me just pop in somewhere real quick. I'm gonna put their Google thing here. Girlies, do what you want to do. If you could give me an apology for the way you treated me, I think it's the least you could do. Stay lovely, my friends. Bye.
Hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If you're just coming across my page for the very first time, please do it to give me a like, subscribe for me, and I beg in the name of God, turn on your notification bell so that TikTok will be able to notify you whenever I drop another video. Guys, credit goes out to the rightful owners of clips and stitches. I have added this particular video. So guys, one thing with these Asian people, they are like, God, they don't even believe what is happening. If you tell them that this thing will happen by this time, they will not believe it. Like if you tell them that Black American is going to boycott them, they will never believe it. If you tell them that Black Americans are going to do without them, you will never believe it. Now their stores are empty and they are crying. You see, their stores are empty and they are crying. You don't joke with Black people. Guys, I'm going to add more clips and stitches to this particular video. Then I will come back with commentaries. Please stay tuned. I love you.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm serious about this shit. I'm not spending another damn dime.
When they killed George Floyd, did you stop going to white businesses?
This situation pissed me the fuck off. Because you and your crooked ass teeth had the audacity to bring up George Floyd in a situation where it wasn't even warranted. This is exactly what I'm talking about. When I say anti-blackness and ignorance show themselves, the moment accountability enters the conversation, I'm appalled, disgusted, and furious she would ever make a comment like that and think it was okay to post. A child lost his life due to racial profiling and injustice. And you have the fucking nerve to be more upset about Black people boycotting Asian businesses than the actual death of a child. Quite frankly, Black people have every right to boycott Asian businesses if they choose to. We have not done enough to fight anti-blackness within our own communities. We have not done enough to prove ourselves as true allies. We have not done enough to make our spaces safe for Black people. Instead of supporting their causes and amplifying their voices, you choose to deflect and ask why don't they boycott white businesses. And then you have the nerve to weaponize George Floyd's death against them. That is disgusting, it is tone deaf, it is out of touch. I'm not surprised because way too many of y'all are more offended being held accountable than by actual racism. Too many of y'all are invested into proximity to whiteness, a model minority myth. That you'd rather defend anti-Black rhetoric than confront the damage it causes. The Asian community has spent decades benefiting from Black economic power, Black activism, and Black-led civil rights movements, while refusing to hold honest conversations about anti-Blackness. The fact that we have 35 years between Latasha Harlins and Cyrus Carmack Belton, and we're still having the same conversations is a fucking embarrassment. After all these years, after everything that happened during COVID and police brutality against Black people, after all the conversations about solidarity, we're still here. I am ashamed of every single one of you who continue pushing this bullshit, because when you reinforce anti-Black rhetoric, You're also referencing anti-Asian rhetoric whether you realize it or not, spitting on the legacy of people like Yuri Kochiyama, Grizzly Bugs, and countless others. You're dismissing the very people who understood that our liberation is tied together. If it weren't for the Black community helping pave the way for civil rights in this very white supremacist country, many of us would not have protections, opportunities, and voices we have today. The real gag is, you're not even Asian American. You're Asian from the mainland. So who the fuck are you to speak for Asian Americans or act like you have authority over conversations involving our communities and our history, instead of inserting yourself into conversations you clearly don't understand? Maybe worry about the anti-blackness that exists in the mainland. And I want all of y'all to stop infantilizing Asian people. Stop pretending Asians have never seen Black people before. That excuse is tired and it's bullshit. We've all seen Black people at this point. We've seen Black tourists. We've seen Black international teachers. We've taken Black people's money. We've consumed Black culture while not advocating for their rights. Enough with the fake naivety. So sit the fuck down, learn something, and for once, shut your fucking mouth and listen. You're a disgrace to the Asian community and a disgrace to your ancestors. For those saying the Natasha dolls aren't that deep, I want you to take a closer look at this. This is what happens when anti-blackness is normalized in our communities. When you're teaching children that it's acceptable to slap, throw around, mock, or dehumanize dolls that are meant to represent Black children, you're desensitizing them to the dehumanization, brutalization, and mistreatment of Black children and Black people as a whole. You're reinforcing the idea that Black people are objects rather than human beings deserving of dignity, humanity, and respect. Watching those babies and children cry was truly heartbreaking because we're no longer talking about dolls. We're talking about real children. Real children being humiliated, exploited, and dehumanized. And unfortunately, this isn't new. The exploitation of African children has been happening for years. In 2022, BBC Africa Eye exposed a Chinese man named Luke, who was living in Malawi and filming children for personalized videos that were later sold online. Some reportedly sold up to $70 on Chinese social media platforms. What breaks my heart even more is seeing children being used to repeat colorist and degrading messages about themselves. Whether it's reinforcing the idea that lighter skin is beautiful, undermining their intelligence, or having children call themselves monsters, these messages can have a lasting impact on how children view themselves and their worth. It's hurtful, it's concerning, it's disrespectful, and above all, it's dehumanizing. Anti-blackness within Asian communities doesn't just appear out of nowhere. It shows up through stereotypes, colorism, harmful beauty standards, and the way Black people are talked and portrayed. We've seen it in exploitation of African children. We've seen it in reports of Africans being denied entry into businesses. We've seen an incident where Black people were compared to animals, including a museum exhibit in China displayed photos of Black people next to monkeys. Comparison rooted in some of the oldest and most dehumanizing racist stereotypes. And every time these conversations come up, people would rather get defensive than address the harm itself. As an Asian woman, that's what hurts the most. Because holding our community accountable shouldn't be controversial. It should be the bare minimum. Not because I hate my community, but because I love my community enough to believe we can do better.
And another thing, when you walking around here looking fly and shit, and your Black owned everything, and another person that's not Black sits here and says, "Oh, that's cute. Where'd you get it?" You don't tell them. Or you fuck around and you say, "FUBU. Oh, FUBU. I remember FUBU. FUBU was great." When I say we're gatekeeping everything, we're gatekeeping everything. The cookout is closed.
You just literally told me I cannot come anymore because of my skin, right? What's wrong with my skin? I've been here for how long?
I'm sorry.
I've been here for how long, Cindy? I've been here. I've been a member for how long?
I talk to you with respect.
And how have I not been respectful, Cindy?
I'm sorry. Do you know I have the right to refuse the service?
You know, and I
work.
am not going to force you to do anything. But let me tell you, I'm done, and I will report you, Cindy. This, I swear, I hope people will not come back to you. And I have your faces in here, and this is Cindy, and I will post everything on you, reviewing everything. My skin, you can't do it after how many? Almost a year. Almost after a year.
I keep checking on.
After my year.
I'm sorry.
Girl, yeah, open the door for me.
Yeah, please leave. Thank you for coming.
No, thank you for nothing.
Nobody in there. But the gag is, look how many nail shops I went to in less, it ain't even been 10 minutes. It's not even 10 minutes away. Look it. This is the last one. Ain't nobody there. Ain't nobody hanging out.
And shout out to all the black folks that's standing on business when it comes to this boycott, because every Asian store that I passed by today was either completely empty or totally closed. So shout out to y'all for actually using this opportunity to stand on business.
My grandma always used to say, people always think the grass is greener on the other side, but you still got to water that shit. And every time I see certain conversations online, I always think about that. I'm seeing some folks say black people shouldn't be boycotting Asian businesses. Y'all gonna see what happened to y'all. And I'm like, what happened to y'all? What happened to us? What happened to y'all? That's the part that always kind of gets me, right? If black people don't
这个高龙安单真恰恰就能别难了，难我个单我忙我把都干我快难了。
I told y'all about the black-owned nail bar in Missouri City yesterday, right? Today, another one of my close friends was like, hey, you know a nail salon right across the street from your kid's school went out of business, right? Really? I went over there and started peeking through the windows, and dollar signs just started popping out of my head because what you mean the plumbing is already there? Simultaneously, I'm going through my inboxes trying to respond to everybody, and I get a message from someone who says, oh yeah, I had to close my nail shop, so I have like all the chairs and all that stuff, and I'm selling them. Really? Now, I will say currently there is no for lease sign on the business, so that means that something's going on with it, which I got to look into and find out, but I'm really resourceful. This was me in the car. Yo, Jordan! Now, dang, who was I talking to that can help me look into businesses that are for sale?
All right, something just came to my attention. It looks like our nail industry is in trouble. I've been seeing video after video on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook that empty nail salons. And some of these salons are nice and big, man. They got 10, 15, 20, 30 chairs, and they're just empty. I see like one person busy, bunch of people just scratching their toes. And for whatever reason, every video says a different thing. The economy's bad. You know, people are afraid to come out. It's the holidays. It's that time of year. But regardless, they say it's the worst they've ever seen it. It's like being in COVID without being in COVID. But anyways, man, are these the signs of certain times? Is this an indicator of things to come? Because everybody knows, man, when a girl's roots are coming in too long and she haven't got her hair dyed and match and whatever it is that she does, that means she ain't pay, somebody ain't got no money to pay for this, or her boo don't got money to pay for this. Either way, it just shows how our economy is by the things you would do that's a luxury item. Remember, healthcare, self-care is a little bit of a luxury here. You can't buy the supplements. You can't get your nails and hair and the nice beauty cream. You know what I mean? So lucky I'm rough. My shit's rough, so it don't even matter. But, when you see a female male, he ain't, they got that fade right. Everything's not tight, you know what I mean? He used to get it hit every week and a half, 2 weeks tops. Now it's going on 2-3 weeks before he gets lined up, you know what I mean? Or just shave it all off. But it tells you, when people can't afford these things, the days of, $50, $60, $70 barbershops, Dyeing your hair is like what, 300 to 700, I heard. You know, a set of nails, however it costs. Some of these things you can do at home. It might not come out perfect, but it's done. But let me see. Let me know in the comments what's going on with our economy, what's going on with our community, what's going on with that industry. Okay, so I need to know. I'm just kind of a little curious, man. So put it in the comments. Tell me how it is in your area, who's affected, and let's see if we can all help each other.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Look at this.
When that guy was talking on the internet, when he was saying, you guys can go ahead and boycott us, black cannot boycott us, black American cannot boycott us because they can never do without us, none of you come out to talk to him. None of Asian people come out to even acknowledge it, like talk to that guy to stop it. Like they thought they can't do it, they can do it. They thought blacks cannot do without them, but blacks are giving them the shock of their lives. Like the whole shock of that. You see how empty their stores are. You see how empty their stores are. Guys, they are not finding it funny at all. The Asians are not finding this funny at all. Like they never believe it that a day like this will come. They never believe a day like this will come in the black community. I swear. They never believe that there will be a time that blacks Americans is going to boycott them. They think it's like gone are those days whereby black will boycott them, then they will later come back. They don't know that this one is a different era. Guys, they are literally going through a lot. Like they are crying. A lot of Asian stores they are closed down. Like it's closed down. Because even the whites will not patronize them. The whites will not patronize them like the black are patronizing them. So this is a big lesson for them. And this is a wake-up call to black Americans. This is a wake-up call to black Americans' businesses. This is an opportunity for black Americans to grow their business in their community. This is an opportunity, a very, very big opportunity for black Americans. This is an opportunity for you to know who you are. You guys are powerful. So this is time for you guys to wake up, black. You guys should wake up. You guys should show them that you guys are not lazy. You guys should show them that that nails they think they can do, you guys can do it more better. You guys should show them that you people are also hardworking. You guys should show them that you can do without them. That you are only patronizing them based on the love you have for humanity and based on the love you have for everybody. You guys should show them that you people are not to be played with. You guys are not to be messed with. You guys have endured Asians for a very long time. Blacks have endured Asians for a very, very long time. Those of them that knows the truth are coming out to speak on behalf of black. They're coming out to talk. They don't like black Americans. They don't even want to see them, but they want their money. You cannot buy things from me. You cannot buy things from me because I'm a black person, but I'm buying from you I'm buying from you that you are not also black. Then let me buy from my brother too. Let me buy from my brother. If you see the reason why you guys are locking down your shops, Asians, that means you guys don't even used to patronize one another. That's nothing but the truth. You guys don't used to patronize one another. You guys hate, you dislike Americans to, black Americans to a point whereby they will come to your stores. You ask them to pay money before you render service to them. They should stop feeling as if they own everything on this earth. Probably they are thinking that they own Africa, they own Americans. Like, you guys talk to them anyhow. Okay, just imagine, just because of bottled water. Because of bottled water, you own a 14 years old boy. And you expect black Americans to be silent over it. You expect them to be quiet. Probably this is not the first time you guys are doing it. Not the second time, not the third time. You guys will do things you cannot do to white people. You guys do it to black people. The boycotting is not going to stop. It is not going to stop. It is not going to stop. You guys should patronize yourselves. Patronize yourselves. You guys are, all your shops are even locked down. Like, their shops are literally closed down. Closed down! Just because only black community decide to stop buying things from you. You guys, your stores are all closed down. Probably they are the highest people that patronize you in the whole of this. So you guys are living because of them. You guys are eating because of black. You guys are even working because of black. You guys are selling because of black. You guys are doing all your businesses because of black. You guys are training your children to school because of black. You guys are paying tax because of black. Guys, you don't play with someone that feeds you. Don't play with someone that feeds you. Black